Hello everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Have you ever wondered how a single barrel of whiskey can develop a completely unique flavor, different from every other bottle in the world? Inside one of the most iconic distilleries in Tennessee, a fascinating process transforms simple grains into a rich, complex spirit known as Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. In this video, we'll take you deep inside the factory to explore every step of this meticulous process. And by the end, I'll also share some useful tips on how to properly enjoy and use this whiskey in everyday life. And before we continue, let me know in the comments, which country are you watching from? And what time is it there right now?
Nestled in the rolling hills of Lynchburg, Tennessee, lies the historic Jack Daniel Distillery.
Nestled in the quiet town of Lynchburg, Tennessee, the Jack Daniel's Distillery stands as a symbol of tradition and craftsmanship. From the outside, it may look calm and historic, but inside, a highly coordinated industrial process is constantly in motion. Every day, raw materials are transformed through a carefully controlled system of machinery, temperature, and time. Massive equipment operates in perfect synchronization, ensuring consistency while preserving the character of the whiskey. What makes this place truly fascinating is the balance between modern engineering and time-honored techniques that have been preserved for generations. In my opinion, this combination of tradition and precision is what gives the distillery its unique identity. And it all begins with something surprisingly simple: carefully selected natural ingredients.
The flow rate here is critical. I'm authorizing the bypass sequence now. Confirm you have the updated schematics.
The foundation of Jack Daniel's Single Barrel begins with a precise selection of ingredients: corn, rye, malted barley, and pure limestone-filtered water. Each component plays a critical role in shaping the final flavor profile. Corn provides sweetness, rye adds spice, and malted barley contributes enzymes that help convert starch into fermentable sugars. Meanwhile, the limestone spring water is naturally free of iron, which is essential for maintaining a clean taste. These ingredients are sourced carefully and tested to ensure consistency before entering production. Even small variations can influence the final product. What I personally find fascinating is how something as simple as water can significantly impact the chemistry of the entire process. Before transformation begins, these raw materials must first be cleaned and precisely prepared. Before any chemical transformation can take place, the raw grains must go through a critical preparation stage. They are cleaned, sorted, and milled into a consistent texture known as grain meal. Industrial systems remove dust, stones, and impurities, ensuring only high-quality material enters the process. The grains are then ground using powerful milling machines to achieve the exact particle size required for efficient cooking. This step is more important than it may seem. The size and consistency of the grain directly affect how well starch can later be converted into sugar. What I find particularly interesting is the level of precision required here. Every ratio and texture must be carefully controlled, but what happens in the next stage is where the real transformation begins. At this stage, the finely ground grain mixture is combined with pure limestone-filtered water and heated in massive industrial cookers. This is where chemistry begins to take control. The mixture, known as mash, is carefully heated in stages. First, corn is cooked at high temperatures to release its starches. Then, rye and malted barley are added, along with natural enzymes that break those starches down into fermentable sugars. Temperature control here is absolutely critical. Too hot, and enzymes are destroyed. Too cool, and the conversion becomes inefficient. What I personally find fascinating about this stage is how it transforms something solid into a rich, sweet liquid full of potential. This is the moment where raw material begins to change its identity, and from here, something even more dynamic is about to happen.
That looks just about right.
Once the mash is ready, it is transferred into large fermentation tanks, where yeast is introduced. This is where biology takes over the process. Yeast begins consuming the sugars produced during cooking, converting them into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Over the next several days, the mixture becomes what is known as distiller's beer, with an alcohol content similar to strong beer. The environment inside these tanks must be tightly controlled. Temperature, pH levels, and timing all influence the final flavor profile. What makes this stage so remarkable is that it's alive. Millions of microscopic organisms working continuously to create alcohol. But what happens next may surprise you. The liquid produced here still doesn't resemble whiskey. Not yet. The fermented liquid is now ready for distillation, a process that separates alcohol from water and other compounds. Inside towering copper column stills, heat is applied to carefully extract the desired elements. As the liquid heats up, alcohol vapor rises through the column while heavier components remain behind. The vapor is then cooled and condensed back into liquid form. This is the raw spirit. At Jack Daniel's, a second distillation step refines the spirit further, increasing purity while preserving character. In my opinion, this stage plays a critical role in defining the balance between strength and smoothness in the final product. What's fascinating is that even now, the whiskey is still clear and colorless. Its true personality has yet to emerge. Before the spirit can become true Tennessee whiskey, it undergoes a unique step known as the Lincoln County process. Freshly distilled spirit is slowly filtered through several meters of sugar maple charcoal. This charcoal is made on-site by burning maple wood in a controlled environment, creating a highly porous material. As the spirit drips through layer after layer, unwanted impurities are removed while subtle flavors are softened. The process is slow and deliberate. In some cases, it can take several days for the spirit to pass through completely. What I personally find fascinating is how this natural filtration method can dramatically change the texture of the whiskey, making it smoother and more refined. The next step may completely change how this whiskey looks, smells, and tastes. After charcoal mellowing, the spirit is carefully evaluated to ensure it meets strict quality standards before aging. This stage combines both advanced technology and human expertise. Samples are analyzed for alcohol content, chemical composition, and clarity using precision instruments. At the same time, experienced tasters assess aroma and flavor characteristics. Every batch must meet exact specifications before it is approved for barreling. Even slight deviations can affect the final product after years of aging. What I find particularly interesting is the role of human senses in a highly technical environment. Machines provide data, but the final judgment still relies on experience and intuition. Only after passing this stage is the spirit ready to enter the most transformative phase of all. Now, the clear spirit is filled into brand new, heavily charred American oak barrels. This is where time becomes the most important ingredient. Inside the barrel, the spirit interacts with the charred wood, extracting color, flavor, and aroma compounds. Over years of aging, it develops its signature amber hue and complex taste profile. Temperature changes cause the wood to expand and contract, allowing the whiskey to move in and out of the wood layers, intensifying the interaction. What makes single barrel unique is that each barrel is bottled individually without blending. This means every bottle carries a distinct character shaped by its exact position in the warehouse. This is the moment where the whiskey truly becomes one of a kind. Once bottled, each single-barrel whiskey begins its journey beyond the distillery. Carefully packaged and labeled, the bottles are prepared for distribution across domestic and international markets. Advanced logistics systems ensure that every shipment is tracked and handled under controlled conditions. From warehouse loading docks to cargo ships and retail centers, the process is designed to preserve product integrity. Each bottle carries not only whiskey, but also the story of its individual barrel, making traceability an important part of the system. In my opinion, this stage reflects how traditional craftsmanship meets modern global distribution. And soon, these bottles will reach bars, homes, and collectors around the world. In everyday life, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel is more than just a drink. It's an experience. From upscale bars to quiet evenings at home, it is often associated with moments of relaxation and connection. Its rich aroma and complex flavor make it ideal for sipping neat on the rocks or as part of carefully crafted cocktails. Each sip reveals layers of caramel, vanilla, toasted oak, and spice. Because every barrel is unique, enthusiasts often explore different bottles to discover subtle variations in taste. What I personally find fascinating is how a single product can create such different experiences depending on how and where it is enjoyed. And to truly appreciate it, knowing how to use it properly makes all the difference.
Exceptionally smooth.
A perfect night with perfect company. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
This one has strong notes of dried fruit and caramel. Swirl it gently.
I think I smell the apricot. Is that right?
Apricot color. I'm getting rich notes of dried fruit, perhaps.
To fully appreciate Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, the way you serve and enjoy it plays a crucial role. Unlike mass-produced spirits, this whiskey carries the character of a single cask, so each detail matters. First, consider drinking it neat in a proper whiskey glass. This allows you to experience the full aroma and flavor profile without dilution. Before sipping, gently swirl the glass and take a moment to smell. This step alone can reveal layers of vanilla, oak, and spice. If you prefer a smoother experience, adding a large ice cube can slightly reduce the intensity while maintaining balance. A few drops of water can also open up hidden aromas by breaking surface tension. For cocktails, keep it simple. Because of its complexity, it works best in classic recipes like an old-fashioned, where the whiskey remains the star. Storage is equally important. Always keep the bottle in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and ensure it is tightly sealed to preserve its character over time. Most importantly, enjoy responsibly. This is a product meant to be appreciated slowly, not consumed in excess. In my opinion, taking the time to understand how to enjoy this whiskey properly transforms it from just a drink into a refined experience. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you found this journey through the whiskey making process interesting, please comment 1 below. If you think it could be better, feel free to comment 0 or share your thoughts. Also, tell me in the comments, what production process would you like to see in the next video? Your support truly motivates me to keep creating more content like this. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you in the next documentary.
So for the double oak, you want a slow, steady pour right into the center of the crystal to really open up the aroma before you nose it.
We place the bottle here to keep it cool and dry, ensuring it's completely protected from sunlight.